You're about to learn the truth, and if it really sinks in, you win. Ever been in a relationship where you did everything right? You were kind, you gave her space, you were honest, and still it fell apart. You're left with questions, frustration, maybe even heartbreak, wondering, what did I miss? Here it is, the truth most men never hear. Everything you've been taught about attraction, it's backwards. This isn't about tricks. It's not about playing games. It's about understanding her, understanding yourself, and stepping into a version of masculinity that's quiet, grounded, and undeniable. The kind that doesn't yell, the kind that doesn't chase, but still gets remembered. Most women can't explain why they're drawn to certain men, but there are patterns, emotional, instinctual, almost silent. When you understand these 10 hidden truths, everything shifts. You stop guessing. You stop chasing. You start leading. This is your wake-up call. This is your edge. And it starts with seeing dating not as a competition, but as a mirror reflecting the man you choose to become. Let's begin. 1. The power of steadfastness. We live in a world where inconsistency is normal. Messages, promises, attention, it all comes and goes. Women are constantly approached, complimented, and pursued, but very few men follow through. They flake, they disappear, they say one thing and do another. So what happens? She builds walls. But a steadfast man, a stoic man, is different. He doesn't rush. He doesn't chase. He simply shows up, not with noise, but with presence. He becomes a lighthouse in a storm of unreliability. He speaks less and means more. And in a world of maybes, that certainty is rare and magnetic. Start small. If you say you'll text, text. If you say you'll call at 8, don't call at 8:05. Be there, because how you show up in the small things says everything about who you are. 2. Confidence rooted in silence. Let's clear this up. Confidence isn't loud. It's not showy. It's not about proving anything. Real confidence is quiet. It's steady. It's built in private, through discipline, consistency, and self-respect. It's the man who doesn't need to be liked to feel worthy. The man who's been tested, who's failed, who's risen, and carries no shame in it. He doesn't puff up. He doesn't shrink. He just is. That kind of self-possession, women feel it before you speak. Because when you know who you are, you stop looking for approval. You stop trying to impress. And that's when respect walks toward you on its own. 3. The magnetic pull of ambition. A man with no direction drifts. And no one follows a drifting man. But when a man moves with purpose, when he wakes up with fire in his chest and vision in his eyes, that energy doesn't need to be explained. It's felt. Ambition isn't about wealth or status. It's not about external validation. It's about refusing to settle. It's about becoming. And here's the truth. When you're on a mission, you stop chasing women. You're too focused on building something real. And that is what draws her in. Not because you try to impress her, but because she can see it in your posture, your rhythm, your eyes. You're becoming a man with momentum. For the controlled chaos of the bad boy, let's clarify something. It's not that women are drawn to jerks. It's that they're drawn to edge, to mystery, to unpredictability. The energy behind the bad boy isn't about disrespect. It's about self-respect. He doesn't chase. He doesn't explain. He moves, with or without her. That's not toxicity. That's grounded independence. You don't have to be reckless to carry that edge. You just have to stop giving everything away up front. Hold something back. Be authentic. But keep parts of yourself sacred. Let her wonder. Why? Because curiosity stirs desire. So instead of trying to manage how she feels, manage how you show up. Calm, unshaken, a man with a world too deep to reveal all at once. Before we dive into hidden female trigger number 5, we want to take a moment to thank you for being here, halfway through this journey with us. Every moment spent in reflection is a step toward growth, and the fact that you're here, listening and evolving alongside us, is something we deeply value. If you find these insights meaningful, consider liking and sharing this video. Each share helps spread wisdom. Much like the quiet strength Stoicism teaches us, small actions, lasting impact. Let's keep exploring these timeless truths together. Trigger number 5, scarcity of attention. Here's a reality many avoid. What's easy to get is easy to forget. In today's world, attention is everywhere. Likes, DMs, compliments from strangers. It's so common, it starts to lose meaning. If you're just another guy constantly praising her, every post, every outfit, every word. You blend in fast. But the man who chooses his words with intention, the one who doesn't hand out validation freely, he stands out, not because he's distant, but because he's discerning. Women don't cherish what's given freely. They value what feels earned. So observe more, compliment less. Let your silence carry weight, not out of game playing, but out of self-respect. Let her feel the difference when your energy is missing. Let her wonder. Let her notice. That's when things shift. Not because you manipulated her, but because you reminded her. Your attention has value. And when something has value, it gets treated differently. So ask yourself, is your attention a gift or just another notification? Trigger number 6, the preselection effect. Here's a powerful truth that often goes unnoticed. Women notice who notices you. It's primal. It's subconscious. It's called preselection. When you're seen around confident, high-value women, even as friends, it signals something powerful. He must be valuable. This isn't about ego. It's about instinct. Humans take cues from their environment. If others are drawn to you, there's likely a reason. So, how do you embody that without faking it? Live it. Be comfortable around confident, radiant women. Be social without seeking approval. Connect without chasing. Listen without needing. Lead without trying to impress. That tells her everything. You're grounded. You're selective. You move with quiet confidence. You're not begging to be chosen. You're choosing carefully. And when people already respect you, already gravitate toward your presence, she'll wonder what it is about you. And that curiosity, that's where real attraction begins. Trigger number 7, unapologetic masculinity. Let's clear the air. Masculinity itself isn't toxic. What is toxic is insecurity disguised as strength. True masculinity isn't about dominance or noise. It's strength and restraint. It's stillness and chaos. The real man doesn't flinch when life tests him. He doesn't crumble under pressure. He doesn't react. He responds. That's what creates safety. Not just physical protection, but emotional steadiness. He holds space when she's vulnerable. He remains grounded when the world shakes. This isn't about aggression. It's about discipline, living by values, choosing focus over frenzy, purpose over performance. So no, don't suppress your masculinity. Refine it. Don't shrink to fit someone else's narrative. And don't explode to feel in control. Just stand rooted, calm. That's presence. And she'll feel it deeply, not because you demanded respect, but because you embodied it. At its highest level, masculinity isn't force. It's presence.